Welcome to Philippine Canadian Inquirer's Daily News Roundup. Here are stories making headlines today. China quietly installed missiles in Spratlys, report says. A United States-based television network reported on May 2, Wednesday, that China quietly installed anti-ship cruise missiles and surface-to-air missile system in the Philippine-claimed reefs Cagitingan, Zamora, and Panganiban. Consumer News and Business Channel reported that the missile platforms were moved to the bases in the Spratlys Islands within the past 30 days. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Hua Chunying on a Thursday briefing defended China without confirming the validity of the report. Quote, China's peaceful construction in the Spratlys archipelago, including the development of necessary national defense facilities, is aimed at protecting China's sovereignty and security, unquote, she said, adding, quote, those who don't intend to violate have no reason to worry, unquote. Meanwhile, White House Secretary Sarah Sanders said the U.S. has raised its concern with China regarding the issue. Quote, there will be a near-term and long-term consequences, unquote, she stressed. The Philippines, according to Foreign Secretary Alan Peter Cayetano, takes the report seriously and is in the process of verifying it. He added that the Philippines would take every diplomatic action to protect our interest. Time magazine includes Duterte in strongmen cover. The latest issue of the renowned magazine's international edition included President Rodrigo Duterte in its cover as one of the leaders heading the rise of the strongmen. Duterte is one of the 4 world leaders who appeared in the cover of Time magazine's May 14, 2018 issue. Also in the cover are Russian President Vladimir Putin, Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban, and Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. In the cover story entitled The Strongman Era is Here, Here's What It Means for You, political scientist Ian Bremmer discussed the similarities of different country leaders who never let law undermine order. Among the leaders in discussed were Chinese President Xi Jinping, former Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, Egyptian President Abdul Fattah al-Sisi, Saudi Arabian Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Bremer described Duterte as a former mayor who talked more like a mob boss than a president on his promises to wipe out the drug trade with his own brand of justice. The author described the world leaders as usually the ones exerting the populist pressure, and their system allowed them to protect their advantages by changing the rules of the political game as needed, and nothing has made it easier for them to do so than advances in technology. Bremer noted that the most worrying element of the strongman era is the message that it sends. The palace on Friday welcomed Duterte's inclusion in the cover photo. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque said, quote, regardless of slant, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte has demonstrated strong and decisive leadership, a quality appreciated by Filipinos as evidenced by the chief executive's high satisfaction, approval, trust, and performance ratings. Robredo on losing lead in VP polls report, a fake news. The vice president facing an electoral protest by former Senator Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos slammed a report by media sites that said that her lead in vice presidential elections in 2016 went down. Robredo on Twitter quoted Philippine Star's article saying, quote, this is fake news, propaganda meant to condition the mind of the public, unquote. Quote, 2 weeks ago, PR stunt was we already lost 5,000 votes. Both are fake, unquote, she added. She also called out Marcos tweeting, quote, if you really won the elections, why the need for fake news, unquote. On another tweet, the vice president said that she learned that the fake news came out on other news sites like Manila Bulletin, Manila Standard, The Daily Tribune, PTV4, and others. She was reacting to the reports that claiming that her lead of 263,437 was reduced by 21,000 according to a pet insider who refused to reveal his identity. The insider in the report said that Robredo lost votes because of the 50% shading of ballots and other votes deemed not acceptable under pet rules. Edo Punay, the writer of Philippine Star Report, has not made any comments as of writing.